What up, y'all? So I want to give y'all an example of how I see this society, how I see, people, places, and things. This is the only time people should try to figure me out is when I invite you in to my mind. You can't figure me out any other kind of way. It's only when I invite you into my mind is when you can figure out what I actually invite you into my mind. But somehow people want to be psychic. Everybody wants to be a psychic advisor on YouTube. Everybody wants to be a tarot card reader. People are parasitic as hell, y'all. Let me give you an example, right? How parasitic people is. You start to realize this shit, man. You just like, oh my God. That's how I know in God's kingdom, we ain't gonna be all up on each other's ass. I told y'all about this American dream to buy a house, to be living next to 4 different gang stalkers. Look out your window, you come out on your balcony, somebody looking dead at you. That's what we go to school to get a degree for and work blood, sweat, and tears so you can go move next to some gang stalker. And I told y'all they got everybody all on each other's ass for reasons. That's so demons can get into your personal space. That's the only reason it's done, guys, because it's demonic as hell to be living next to somebody and you have a house. That's why it don't make no difference whether you got a house or an apartment. And same thing with the people who got these $400,000 or $500,000 houses. Everybody got a doorbell. Monkey see, monkey do. Everybody got a doorbell camera. Even though everybody in your block got this $500,000 house, you still worrying about getting broken into. Something about that just don't make sense to me. Why are you living around these people if you that worried? You should be living somewhere out in the woods with a bunch of shotguns and hand grenades around your neck on a belt. If you that worried, don't make no sense. But anyway, guys, let me get to it. This is how I know people are parasitic as hell, right? Let's say I pull into a parking space. I'm on a pickup right now. It's late. Hardly no cars in this parking lot. And I'll go park somewhere and somebody will pull into the parking lot. And instead of them, remember, I'm trying to get away from people. I'm not trying to come by you. I'm trying to get away from people. I don't like being on people's ass. Somebody will pull into this huge parking lot and they got to come right by where I am. Why can't you go over there? Why can't you go maybe a few spaces down away from me? And then when they pull in right next to me, they just looking at you. People are parasitic as hell, man. All up on your ass everywhere you go. I'll give you another example. I was driving the other day, right? It's how I know people, their consciousness, they not even nowhere near. Like you driving, there's some people who drive, they know where they're going, but they really only on your ass. The space in between their two temples is very hollow and shallow. But sometimes we be thinking they like us. They nothing like us. They all up on your ass. So I came to this little, driving out of a plaza type situation, right, onto a main street. I said, watch this. I didn't put any signals on. So the person behind me didn't know whether I was going left or right, turning left or turning right. So the person, did a little honk at me. No big deal, because I was moving slow. I said, watch this. I said, I wonder if this person behind me is turning left or right. But then something said, I don't think it matters. They're just up on my ass. You'll find that the people who honking at you, they just on your ass. If they wasn't worrying about what you was doing, they would actually be able to go around you with no problem. But they're actually on your ass like a goddamn hemorrhoid. So this individual behind me who did a little honk, they didn't know whether I was going left or right. So I said to myself, watch this. I put on my left turning signal and I kept going the same speed that I was going that made them honk at me in the first place. I gave the individual enough space. I said, why? Something just told me, just do this little experiment. That's how I know this life is an experiment, to figure out who is who. I said, let me do this, because I be doing experiments. I said, let me do this little experiment. Okay, this person just honked at me. I'm going to put on my left turning signal to turn out into this main street. But I'm going to leave a right space open to give them the opportunity to go to that right space and go